So, I've been looking forward to this one for a few days. One of the ladies at work, Miss Amy Toups, love her to death. She's one of those people that you swear never has a bad day in her life, and she's just so sweet and kind. Love her to death. They gave me a cookbook. Her brother-in-law will be trying out some of his recipes in a few days. But in the book was a recipe her husband came up with. And his name is PJ Toups. We are going to be making his recipe for basically a taco soup. I don't have an onion. His recipe does call for an onion. I don't have one, but in here I put about 5 stalks of celery. Yes, it is not exactly the same, but I'm using what I got. That's my motto. All right, so after you brown the onion, I actually took my celery that I had in my freezer. I buy the big, huge bag of celery, about 5-pound bag at Sam's, like $4.18. And I use what I need and I cut it up into little serving size, and I put in little snack bags, and I put it in a big freezer bag, and I put it in my freezer and I pull it out when I need it. So this is actually about 5 stalks of celery to take the place of the onion. All right? So next, we're going to put a can of Rotel. All right? Now, my Rotel I use non-GMO, because everybody knows I'm all about that. So we're going to put it in the pot. I don't put it toward the end. I do have a teenager that does basically eat everything under the sun. Loves oysters, begging me to buy some oysters. We're doing that soon. But she's kind of like me. I like tomatoes, but I prefer a sun-dried tomato. But somebody doesn't like sun-dried tomatoes in my house, so I don't buy tomato. I don't particularly care for the tomatoes either. But if I cook them down a little bit, I don't mind. All right. So we're gonna fill this up with water because we're gonna use it later. See too. All right. So while this is cooking, a little backstory on the taco soup. Like I said, where I work at, one of the ladies I work with, her name is Amy, and this is her husband's recipe. His name is PJ Toups. There's the Toups family. Sweet as can be. Like I said, Amy, the lady I work with, she is so kind and so sweet to everyone that walks in church, and you could swear she's never had a bad day in her life. She is an absolute blessing. I'm very lucky that the job I do have, I work with amazing people who just doesn't matter who you are, what you like what you do, we want to be there for you, we want to help you. Our CCD director, our custodian, our groundskeeper, we all get along very well. We are all very blessed, and I work with some amazing people. And you have one of those jobs that you don't mind going to work every day because you work with amazing people. And I could hear church every day, so it's a win-win. But this is Mr. PJ's recipe for his taco soup. His brother gave me a recipe book. We will be making some of his recipes this weekend. I've been digging through it. PJ's brother's name is Philip. This is his cookbook. He had called me probably a week or 2 ago telling me about another, we were comparing notes and things we cooked from one chef to another. Sweet guy. I can't wait to try some of his food. And I asked him, said, hey, can I show you a cookbook on TV? On YouTube, can I make a couple of recipes? He's like, sure. I borrowed a book from Amy. Amy uses this book. So we will be doing a couple of recipes from his book. I will be making a dessert on Sunday. We will be making, and also probably maybe I'm thinking the sticky chicken. I do have a chicken in my freezer. But this is the book we will be probably next couple of recipes we will be using His name is Philip Toups, if you want to check it out. All right. So recap, in the pot is probably about 5 or 6 stalks of celery. I did not put any oil in it. They were frozen. I put them in the microwave for about 30 seconds just to defrost it enough. I put that in my food processor. Grinding them up, yes, it had a little bit of the ice little flakes in there. I put everything in the pot. There's no oil. Browned it for like about 10 minutes because it's real fine. All right. I put salt, pepper, garlic powder. We didn't put too much because we will be putting taco seasoning. All right. So those vegetables are all getting married. They all soaking together. Try a bit. I didn't remember to put the vent on, but my husband put it on for me. He loves me. So the next thing we're going to put, his recipe calls for ground beef. I particularly don't buy ground beef anymore because it's expensive. I mean, no two ways about it. Everybody knows red meat is expensive. It just so happened today at our local Rouse's, these are on sale for $3.39. So we got a pack of the ground turkey. Basically everything we eat now that's calls for ground beef, we either put turkey or I put chorizo. All right. So we're just going to chop it up a little bit. And we're not going to cook this all the way. We don't want it to be dry. You don't want to cook this for 15, 20 minutes and the turkey be done. And then you're adding your beans and your seasoning and everything else. And then your turkey's overcooked. You don't want it to lose your nutritional value. That's the whole point of eating a healthy meal, is to be nutritious. All right? So I'm going to go through this. Go wash your hands. So I don't get sick and get the flaws. Hold on. All right, Michelle. So, the turkey's in there. Let's try the hands. Next, I figured this would be a good thing to make. It's gonna make a lot. It's probably gonna fill almost this entire pot. And we're gonna have leftovers. So maybe Friday I don't have to cook. The usual Fridays I try to take off and my husband cooks. We take turns. All right, so. Turkey's in there. Let's put some seasoning. I'm just going to put a little bit because we are putting taco seasoning in this, okay? I don't want to go overboard. Of course, I love my garlic. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Just a little bit. Ooh, I got my hot sauce. There. We love our Louisiana hot sauce. Alright. So, the turkey is cooking. When it's about 3/4 of the way done, I will put the next ingredient. Alright, chef. So, one of the ingredients Mr. PJ has is 2 15-ounce cans of tomato sauce. I don't buy tomato sauce. I like to kind of basically almost make my own and season it. All right. So what I have is tomato paste. If you've probably seen the other videos, this is a non-GMO verified. It's tomato paste. I'm just gonna make the sauce. I did mention that to somebody one time. They're like, "You can't make tomato sauce." Yes, you can. You can take a can of tomato paste and make your own tomato sauce. You can put chicken stock, you can put beef stock, you can put water. Use what you got. All right? So you're gonna stir that up. All right? Making tomato sauce. As it sits, it does get thicker. All right? You're just gonna stir that all in like that. It's actually really good too when you make a chili, like a hot dog chili. My mother-in-law, Becky, makes the best chili. My mother's is a close second, but I absolutely love my mother-in-law's chili. It's so good. And if she allows me one day to make it and to give y'all, I'll give y'all a recipe and do that online, I will. Because it's going to be the best one you've ever had, I guarantee it. Alright, so I'll season mine up a little bit. Alright, say to them. So this is a non-GMO tomato sauce, like I said. I use what I got. My kids tell me this should be my new name. Alright. So, the chicken is about halfway done. I'm about 3/4 way done. It is still a little pink. You see right there? It's not all the way cooked. It's still a little pink. It still needs to cook for about 15 minutes or so. Don't overcook it. Now, it is okay to put your ingredients in here. All right? So, vegetables, turkey. All right. Now we're going to put... In his recipe, he has beans. I make my own beans. I don't buy my beans. I make big batches and I put it in the freezer. So when I need it, I have it, especially during football season. I have band kids Sundays. You've been outside all day long at a band festival. Sometimes you just don't want to wake up on a Sunday morning right when you get up and start cooking. Or you want something a little easy. I pull out some beans. We have some fried fish or fried shrimp, baked fish, or I put the beans in the crock pot, excuse me, the Instapot. So, his recipe calls for beans. I make my own. If you can see it, I have refried beans. I actually made these on June 22nd. These are my refried beans. I use homemade chicken stock, a packet of taco seasoning, a little bit actually of like an avocado seasoning. That's actually pretty good in there too. Alright, this is some refried beans. Alright, bought 2 packs. I didn't know how much I needed. If I need another one, I will put another one. Okay, my next bean. You're going to put black beans. It's a smaller bag. Everybody swears up and down black beans give you gas. So I don't make it very much. So yes, it is still a little frozen. I'm determined to go to the gym for a little while. These are my black beans. I make a big old pot of Instapot or crock pot. Put it in serving size bags, I label it, put the date. Okay? Alright. Next, we're going to put a red bean. Alright? Turkey's still a little pink, so no, it is not done. It's on medium. By the time it is done, all the beans in here will be defrosted. So, in here is a bag of red beans that I made during Easter break. My husband loves red beans, which is why it's a big old bag of red beans. Red beans. All right. All right. So we put a little bit of that tomato sauce. All right, Chad. Looks good already. All right. So, let me get this out of the way. Need some messes. Okay, so next we're gonna put some taco seasoning before I put the corn. I use El Paso taco seasoning. I buy this at Sam's. You can actually buy 10 packs of taco seasoning for, I think it was $6.18, $6.28. So instead of buying it for $89, $99, $109 individually, you can get 10 packs. I buy it at Sam's. We buy a big old box, and it's gluten-free. All right. And I haven't opened it yet. I bought it last week. So. So, grab a packet of taco seasoning. Nope, not gonna do that. Okay, so we're gonna circle one pack. Probably gonna need to. Because we like it a little bit more piemonte than that. And I have a 15-year-old whose favorite food is Mexican. She loves going to La Casa over here, or Chewy's? Chevy's. Chewy's. I don't know why I keep calling it Chevy's. We go to Lafayette and I keep calling it Chevy's. My husband makes fun of me. I guess sometimes he tells me, you hear what you want to hear, babe. Or you see what you want to see. I guess. I could have sworn the sign said Chevy's, and 10 years later I'm still saying it. So, yeah, no. It happens. Who cares? Alright. Gonna sprinkle. Say two. Sounds good. pot full of protein. Not only I can put the second refried bean in there because it's almost full. And I haven't put the corn yet. So, corn is next. Non-GMO corn. We buy Del Monte at Sam's. It's an 8-pack for like a little over $7. It's also non-GMO. If you do your research, it's actually quite easy to buy non-GMO food. Because a lot of products now are going toward that route where it's non-GMO. Let me drain it. All right. Today at work, somebody asked me if I wanted to make cabbage rolls. I don't know if that's a Louisiana thing or a, I don't know, somebody said Southwest. But anyway, if anybody's wondering, the non-GMO, that's the Del Monte. They're basically come out to about 70 cents a can if you buy them at Sam's. Yep. All right, Mr. PJ. We got all your ingredients in, except for the jalapenos. I cannot put the jalapenos because I like jalapenos. My husband likes jalapenos. The problem with jalapenos is they don't love you back. So they don't love you back. And yes, I know it is the seeds. I know it's not that it's pimote. We like it. I would put it in the food. I promise you. I mean, my teenager even says it's not hot. Like deer season comes up, my dad will put some deer stuffed in a jalapeno with cream cheese wrapped in bacon on the barbecue pit. I think they fry it. But jalapenos are not kind to the body after it goes down. And I do want to go to work tomorrow because I'm working on a project that I'm almost finished. And it is Friday, and that's our busy day. And I like seeing the parishioners and telling them hi after Mass. So this recipe, like I said, you can do this. I know it's been shown. You've probably seen this one already. Yes. But I just wanted to make this, in honor of Amy and PJ. They're just so sweet people, and she's an amazing co-worker, and she's been, giving me thoughts about stuff like that and encouraging me. All the co-workers, they all know what I'm doing. We talk about food, and they're all a blessing. Mr. Gary, he said to make sure to give y'all an update on the onions. He's cooking some smothered pork chops tonight, he said, with his white beans. Everybody said he's got legendary white beans. So, Mr. PJ, I hope it tastes good. I will bring some for you to work tomorrow so you can try it. So this is gonna cook for about 10 minutes or so, basically just to heat it up. Everything in here is cooked. You don't wanna overcook your turkey because overcooked turkey is dry. You're gonna lose those nutrients. You don't wanna lose that. You wanna keep that protein in, build the muscles. You're lifting the weights, you know, like I am. Helps you with those muscles intake. He also gave me a recipe for his homemade taco seasoning. I'm gonna try to get the rest of those ingredients this weekend. I'm basically, I'm out of cumin. That's why I could not make that. Cumin. So, it's our only joke in our house. So. But like I said, I pulled the beans out of the freezer, and so $3 worth of turkey, and everything else you have a staple in your pantry. So for $4, everything else is in your pantry. You got 5 quarts for supper. Now, like I said, we're gonna heat this up and put it in a bowl. Put a little bit of shredded cheese on top, just a little bit, because cheddar cheese is really good, but that's one of the most fattening cheeses. I wish it wasn't, because it's so good. So, and my daughter eats that like it's going on style. So, put a little dollop of your sour cream on it, and it's gonna be delicious. And basically the only, your beans, it's beans, turkey, and a can of corn. It's not complicated. And we're all gonna eat this, and we're gonna be able to eat probably at least 3 to 4 times off of this meal. I'm gonna put it in the containers, put it in the freezer. My son will be here in a few weeks. He loves this stuff. He'll probably pour some out, take some out, warm some for him. So he'll be stopping by before he goes to New York. All right. Don't forget, drain your corn. You don't want all that sodium from the can. Don't do that. It's too much sodium. But this is a non-GMO meal, and won't make you feel all bloated and nasty after, and you know, it's gonna be some good stuff. Right. Let me just put this one back up. Yep. You ready? It's ready for its close-up. So, black beans, pinto beans, red beans, a can of corn, 1 pound of turkey. It's a lot.
That is a lot.
My husband's making a comment, that's a lot of food, babe. Yes. So you won't have to cook tomorrow night. You'll have the day off too. In the cast iron pot. Okay, and don't forget, this is a secret. If you can, find the spoon like this. That spoon right here, it scrubs the bottom. Get all of the stones, all the little stuff at the bottom, in your pot, in your cast iron. This spoon, love this spoon. Love this spoon. My husband's got one with his grandmother's name on it. That's my second favorite. Me and I just have an amazing family. So, see that? You can scrub everything off because it's flat. Flat bottom spoon. So I'm going to put the rest of the sauce in as much as I can because my pot is almost overflowing. All right. And this is Mr. PJ Toups is, whoop, now we're bubbling. This is Mr. PJ's taco soup. If any of you people are in our town, go tell him hi. He's an amazing guy, so sweet. Loves his wife to death. All around great guy. So I wanted to make a recipe that he made. Felt like the only thing I changed it up, like I said, was there's celery instead of an onion, and no jalapeno. It's not good for the butt. And all my beans come homemade instead of in the can, but that's all right. You got canned beans? Use canned beans. Use what you got. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you have for your family, use that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, 20 years ago I was using canned beans. So what? It's canned beans. There's no shame in that. Use what you got. I don't have an onion, I'm using celery. So, I hope y'all will try it. If you do, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are DB Cooking LLC. We also have a Facebook page. You can go check us out. We put a lot of the recipes on there and pictures of stuff like that. A lot of other things from our hometown. Beautiful scenery pictures. You can check it out. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your Thursday. And we love you guys. Bye.